So the rematch between Anthony Joshua versus Dillian Whyte has now been canceled because, as shown above, from Matchroom Boxing, Whyte has found out that Whyte has returned adverse analytical findings as part of a random anti-doping protocol, and they basically canceled the fight. And I'm not surprised, considering this is the dude's third failed drug test. The first one being in 2012 against Sam Beluge, and the second one being against Oscar Rivas in 2019. Dude has a repeated history of being a drug cheat. He's obviously shown that he's willing to step over the line. He doesn't care whether you're endangers people using our natural advantage. And he's a long list of dudes who do this type of things. One of them being Jarrell Miller, who also fights in the weight division, or Canelo testing positive for locanbuterol, or Oscar Valdez, Julio Cesar Martinez, Louis Neri, or more recently, Conor Benn, tried to use eggs as an excuse for why he failed the drug test and why this was found in the system. All these need to be banned from boxing because boxing is already enough a dangerous sport where people can die, people can get left with injuries, get slipped into comas like Daryl McKellen, who basically at this point in his life, he can't take care of himself because his mental facilities have been destroyed. And these brain injuries can happen at a higher rate when you have these drug cheats running around rampant. These are not natural. They can deal a lot more damage. And it's just disgusting to see how you're going so far willing to be at an advantage that you're willing to hurt somebody and possibly kill that person. And Whyte felony was something that anybody could have seen a mile coming away because this dude has been on a downward spiral. He's looked terrible in most of his recent performances, getting knocked out by a 4-year-old fighter Rebecca, getting knocked out when it came to Ross at Cream of the Top and against Tyson Fury in his first title shot. Something that he's been wanting for years, saying, oh, everybody was ducking him, Wilder was ducking him, it was all BS. You didn't show up when it was time to show up. And even his recent win against Franklin, he looked terrible in that fight. He was getting outworked and out hustled by that dude, and it definitely was a robbery. And for me, the fight with AJ was merely a cash grab because nobody really wanted to see this fight. The first fight was competitive, I guess, but not competitive enough to the point where it was must-see TV. It was just merely something that AJ needed, which was a confidence booster. And hopefully we can see AJ versus Herjavec because Herjavec is on the card. That's a competitive fight, definitely. It's a fight where AJ can lose because dude, Herjavec can punch. We know AJ has a suspect chin, and Herjavec is a good boxer. Hopefully we can see that fight happening, though, but it's more likely we're going to see AJ versus a bum, somebody like Derek DeSoro or Jared Washington, dudes who are out of their prime, because we all know how Eddie Hearn works. He was a massive scam artist, and we all need to stop supporting type of drug cheats, stop giving them our money, because when they run rampant, when they are able to do whatever they want, bad things can happen and people can definitely die in the ring. But this was my take on AJ versus Whyte being canceled because Whyte is a drug cheat. This is not Seen the Dream. Rocking chairs next to sleep. I'll hot y'all another one. Peace.